Hi, I'm GlobeStreet.com's Ian Ritter, and we are at the Transwestern booth at RECon, and I'm lucky to be interviewing Ed Del Beccaro with the firm. Ed, thanks for having us by your booth. I really appreciate it. You know, you're in a really hot market in the Bay Area of California. Is there a lot of pent-up demand for that retailers are, kind of looking for space and they can't find the spaces they want, or are you not seeing that necessarily?
There's definitely pent-up demand. There's definitely pent-up demand because we have two centers in the universe, Silicon Valley and then San Francisco itself.
Yeah.
And so since there's a major job creation boom occurring in tech, software design, and all the various components of Silicon Valley, there's attendant retail. So if you now go into San Mateo, Burlingame, San Jose, downtown, especially downtown San Francisco, rents have over the last 2 or 3 years gone up 30%. Mm-hmm. And there's different kinds of retails being built in those core. In the downtown San Francisco, you'll have mixed-use projects with ground floor retail and even second-story retail occurring. Further out in the suburbs, the favored investment is grocery anchored, and there's a whole explosion of the natural foods type concepts, Whole Foods or the equivalents. And so cap rates are actually for investment sales now for grocery anchored as low as 5.5.
Wow.
In the good areas. And then the further out you get away from the job center, then it slows down, more traditional, and et cetera.
Are there opportunities for development there, or is it pretty hard to find sites?
Yes and no. The major complication with California is entitlements. Is to build something new is extraordinarily complex in California because of CEQA and because of all the EPA laws and all the state laws in terms of conformance to that. But in downtown cores, such as San Francisco, San Mateo, Walnut Creek, retail is occurring because the rents have risen. Retail, unlike office buildings in the suburban areas, retail rents in some areas have risen past replacement value. So therefore, on paper, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And sales per square foot are definitely up. Housing is back, especially in the East Bay. Rents are extraordinarily high, going up. And so a lot of new apartment buildings are being built. Walnut Creek alone has 2,000. San Francisco has over 10,000. There's a new tower being planned. And so that drives then the engine for retail. Now, you mentioned housing's back. How do you feel about the consumer overall? I mean, they're pretty strong out there, right? Right. The consumer, again, if you're in the inner urban areas, inner Bay Area, inner East Bay, San Francisco, there's jobs. And so therefore that customer is confident. And that customer, therefore, is buying. And there's also a young dynamic that is setting up households now. And there's a certain consumerism. You know, if you're 26 and you're making $90,000, what you spend your money on. So there's a lot of retail concepts doing that. On the San Mateo side and the Santa Clara side, car dealerships are going out the door with expensive cars and things of that nature, and all the attendant results of that. And again, as you get further away, then Home Depot comes back into play in terms of just refixturing the houses. Land is difficult, so there's very few land being processed, but there's a lot of entitlements that were from 5 years ago that are being snapped up, and they're building houses throughout the Bay Area now. Great.
Well, thank you so much for having us, and thank you for tuning in to Globe Street TV.